So, hi everyone. Hi there again. So today I want to talk about the wispa incident, the notorious wispa incident. Now, the video of this circulated about a week ago, and it was on YouTube. I first saw it on YouTube, and this woman, it takes place at a spa in Los Angeles in the USA, and it's a video of this woman storming up to the front desk of this spa and shouting at the well, she's kind of shouting, but she's kind of storming up to the people at the front desk and complaining about what she says is a person with a penis, or a man with a penis, she says, inverted commas, a man with a penis in the women's section of the women's area of the spa, naked, who is waving around his private parts. So, in front of women and girls. So basically, she's saying that this person is indecently exposing themselves. Well, the people behind the desk, you know, the wispa staff, they say, oh, we can't discriminate against gender identity, you know, and that type of thing. And another customer comes up to her and says, oh, that's a trans woman or something, or he says, do you mean a trans woman? So he doesn't say, so I don't know whether he saw it, because he would have been in the men's section anyway, so he wouldn't have seen this alleged incident. And in the end, a woman joins in with the woman who's complaining and starts saying that you know, she wants to join in as well and protect. She wants the person out of there, a guy. I don't know whether it's a guy or not, but they're saying it's a guy. And so they want this person out of there to protect children in Jesus' name, or protect the little girls in Jesus' name. And so all the time, like, there's a lot of like shouting going on. This woman is really kind of quite sort of adamant that there's a guy in the women's section waving his penis around, but she's also saying some things that are kind of transphobic. And she's also, later on in the video, she talks about casting this person out in Jesus' name, you know, this evil spirit, she calls this person. So she's obviously a little bit biased against trans people perhaps, and she's kind of very religious. And I said the one man kind of challenges her opinion, you know, and the people behind the staff behind the counter as well, they sort of say to her, well, we can't discriminate against gender identity, and they more or less say, oh, this is a trans woman, you know. But what I don't understand is, so this woman said that this person was actually exposing themselves to women and girls. So if that's the case, and there were witnesses here, because the other woman agreed with her and said the same thing, why aren't we hearing about this person being arrested? You know, why aren't we hear about the alleged flasher being arrested? Because we've heard nothing. So that makes me wonder if the actual incident actually happened, whether it was true or not, or whether there was somebody flashing, you know, indecently exposing themselves, or whether it's just kind of all made up to try and demonize and scaremonger against trans people. Because following that, there was a protest a couple of days later, last Saturday, outside the wispa, and what happened was there was also a counter-protest against the protesters. So the protesters, there were a lot of transphobic types there, like TERFs and sort of far right and those sort of people, and on the other side there was kind of like left-wing people, LGBT groups, Antifa, and it got quite violent. I think at one point somebody pulled a gun on someone, and then I saw pictures of a guy with a chain then attacking people, and somebody was hit with a skateboard. So it turned into a kind of fight in some kind of, in some respects, or people attacking each other. I mean, I haven't seen all the footage, but they had to call out the American police as well. The kind of their riot police, so they all sort of turned up looking really, a bit like RoboCop with the helmets on and stuff, and black uniforms, trying to separate the two groups apart. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't understand why we haven't heard anything about this, and why nobody's been arrested if there was somebody indecently exposing themselves. And also as well, I mean, the argument about keeping people with penises out of the women's area, that really doesn't, so if you think somebody, there are women who are paedophiles as well, or there are people with vaginas, I should say, who are paedophiles. So that could be, obviously anybody from trans man or a cis woman, they can be paedophiles too. So why are we not concerned about any stranger who's an adult being a paedophile? Why is it only the concern is against somebody who's in a women-only space with a penis being a paedophile? Because there are some paedophiles with vaginas as well. So how, why is that? And then they also, as well, if they put this person in the men's section and they knew they were a paedophile to be in the spa with naked little boys, then kind of that's just as bad, surely. If somebody is, if you say it's wrong for a paedophile to be in a spa where there are naked girls, why, if you put them in a spa with naked boys, isn't that just as bad? Because I mean, paedophiles can be bisexual as well, so I mean, they might equally, be attracted to male children as female children. So what do? Do you say, if you're going to go down that road, as an argument, then you may as well say that any male stranger shouldn't be naked with a child, so that would mean that only parents could use the spa naked with children. But then again, most paedophilia and child abuse happens in the home, so do you even say parents shouldn't be naked with their own children? Do you know what I mean? So where do you draw the line? And from a personal perspective, I'm a trans woman and I'm on HRT, and my body has started to change. It's changed quite a bit, I guess. I have breasts and more female shape as well, but some parts of me still remain kind of looking male. I won't say I have a male body because it's my body, and my body is the body of a trans woman because I'm a trans woman. But I'm saying that personally, I wouldn't want to be naked in a communal area, with either women or men, because it would be embarrassing to me, and it would also be embarrassing to them. It would put me at risk, and it would probably make them feel unsafe as well. So I wouldn't want to be with either sex. So what do you, where do you draw the line? I mean, you can't just say that trans people can't use facilities like spas and changing rooms and gyms and showers, so you have to sort of, I guess people need to create individual kind of blocks for showering and changing and that kind of thing. Because I think a lot of people feel embarrassed changing in a communal area and showering in a communal area anyway. Because anybody can be a sort of, a predator. Anybody can be somebody who is going to look at you and they're going to get sexually aroused by looking at your naked body, or they're going to touch you, in a way that was unsolicited and inappropriate. So what do? I mean, But at the moment, it seems to be all about blaming things on trans women, you know, and this is now being used by the right in America, by the transphobic right, and also some of the TERF groups, as a way to demonise trans people, as yet another stick to beat us with, you know, and it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. And those are my thoughts really on the wispa incident. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say really, and so thank you very much for watching. Please do let me know what your opinions are on this, you know, whether you think that whether you believe this woman who complained, or you think that there's something fishy about it and she's just trying to, for some reason, trying to whip up hostility towards trans people, or to you know, try and push back trans rights laws. Because apparently in LA, I think it's the state of California, you're allowed to use the facilities of the gender you identify as, or the sex you identify as. So or you present as. I mean, like, identify, as I've said, is a kind of a controversial term within the trans community. So, I mean, I'm not going to sort of, you know, I'm sorry if I've offended anybody for saying that, but I can't think of any other way to put it. So I'm going to, you know, that's for another video. But yeah, so what do you do? And so what do you think about this? You know, what would you do? You know, how would you feel, you know, if you were in that, you know, sort of similar situation, you're in a spa and there was a trans person like me in there with a penis, you know, and sort of being quite direct there. I suppose YouTube allows this, but if you know, would you feel embarrassed? I mean, I sure would. I just wouldn't be there anyway, you know. And I mean, in the climate of today, you know, for anybody, whether they're trans or cisgender, you would not really want to be naked around, you know, other people, to be honest. You know, particularly minors, you would not want that. You know, I just think I just couldn't even conceive of it. I just wouldn't, you know, it just wouldn't be right, you know, for me personally, you know, to be like, even though I'm female, because I haven't had bottom surgery, I just feel embarrassed, you know, and I would be embarrassed if all those women happened to be trans women who had surgery. So it's not a cis trans thing. It's like, you know, I've got different private parts to them, and so yeah, so that's all I want to say really. So cheerio, bye.